All right. Hey, everybody, it is Justin, your guide into the other side, and we're back with another video. We're going to cover a couple of things from Legends of the Mara Catalyst, as well as some scaling speculation. And then we'll also kind of go over Kodas as well as, things like heavy metal and, the Apes Come Home article that we got from the official Twitter page. But why don't we get started? Fragments are currently still being farmed right now in the latest season of Legends of the Mar. We're sitting at about 30% for Biogenic Swamp, and the rest are comfortably sitting above 70% for the rest. So if you're farming, feel free to keep doing so. I still have my 2 Maras fighting on my Mycelium deed, and I'm just not farming anything currently, even though I probably should, considering that Maras are a little bit cheaper now. But we're just kind of still fighting our Shattered Sidian boss, so I'm still fighting this. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while. I got like 2 days left for this master chest, and I'm definitely not going to get it. I'll probably get a novice or intermediate or something like that. But we're still sitting for these creation catalysts. Again, if you don't know, they do drop inside of the chest now. There is a chance that you can pull up creation catalysts before the end of the season, to help evolve your Maras into Kodamaras. We'll go over catalysts and scaling in just a moment as well. But again, there's no partner loot inside of here except for the Serum City boxes, which I'm assuming you can use inside of the crafting loot, but we'll still have to see for that. But outside of that, there's still sensors and shit parts. So if you're farming those, if you're hunting for those, feel free to do so. So if we move over to catalysts, we know we have catalysts. These are going to evolve our Maras into, our Kodamaras. And again, I was wondering about scaling, so I put together a spreadsheet kind of showing that gap, so you can kind of have a speculative insight into what that's going to look like. But again, if you are looking to evolve your Maras into some specific aesthetic types, feel free to browse the Otherside catalyst, and they are sitting at about 0.07. So in terms of dollar cost, it's sitting about $250. So we'll just have to see. I'll probably dish it out. We'll see. We'll see how that utility comes in the full version of the game to see whether I want to evolve that or not. I'll probably evolve one at some point. I do like the Vivek Catalyst. Jesus, I can't I can't think right now, just because I do like the color aesthetic here for the Vivek ones. If I didn't have to choose a Vivek, I would probably go with a Leo or maybe any of the other ones. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that evolves as we delve deeper into the season and eventually get to evolve that stuff. So if we're wondering about scaling, I put together the DPS as well as the DPS laddering in a spreadsheet here, and it kind of shows this chart, the DPS versus Oda type. So we can kind of see common Maras up until legendary Maras. They scale 40 up until 68. And you can kind of see the DPS laddering goes about 7, 6, 7, 8, right? So legendary Maras are, they stop right here. And then you can also kind of see the Kodas as well. Kodas are the kings of Legends of the Mara. And they are sitting about, in terms of DPS, they're sitting about 130 to 197. I've actually excluded, Kodas, weapons, and the Mega Kodas. So that laddering is sitting at about 32 to 35 from 130 base DPS for regular Kodas up until Megas. So we can kind of see there's this gap here, right? And I would assume, again, it's probably going to be a linear increase in range. So I'm personally expecting common Kodamaras to be a little bit stronger than legendary Maras. And then, of course, the legendary Kodamaras are still, weaker than the regular Kodas. But I do expect it to follow this scaling delta here. So if you're looking to kind of compound your DPS, then this is kind of that range inside of them. I have seen some discussion about, the abilities, right? So we know that Maras are going to probably get another ability, right? And I think we also saw that Kodas also have a locked ability as well. So I would assume that ability is going to stay. If you already have a pre-existing ability, I don't think it's going to get re-rolled when you evolve it into a Kodamara, but we'll just have to wait and see. But again, it'll probably make you guys mad if I don't trigger my abilities in the video, so I might as well do that just cause. But outside of that, feel free to screenshot the speculative scaling. But as we kind of go into the full version of Legends of the Mara, with the mobile release, the full release, we'll just have to see how Fighting Shatter gets incorporated into that full mobile game. But outside of that, I'm just keeping my eye on Catalyst, as well as the aesthetic types that I want to get, right? I don't have a Farmer or Enchanter, so I'm not really looking at these at the moment. Only the Hunter aesthetics currently. But that can change in the future, of course. So again, Kodas are seeing about 1.25 Ethereum. We'll just have to see how that pairs out over the next couple of months. As we get closer to the full release of Legends of the Mara, they're still saying about $4,300. I know I covered that in the previous video. But we also have, talking about Kodas, we also have the Koda, not that. Okay, before we get to the Kodacam from Apes Come Home, we'll actually take a look at the Heavies and the EVO-2 sneak peek trailer here. So I won't drop the sound here, but we'll definitely take a look here. Personally, I do like the idea of having like a Gundam style mech inside of Otherside. So of course, I know that I would assume that the 3D models for Heavies are probably going to be way, way far out, especially since we still have Evo 3. But personally, I am liking the aesthetic types of all the different types of Heavies. We just have one class here that's being kind of shown. But I do like the Celestial types the most, just because those look pretty dope. But outside of that, these look very good in my opinion. I like them a lot, so we'll just have to see how we get to evolve those over time. So outside Heavies, we also have an official post article actually from the Otherside meta account for Apes Come Home, BTS, the Koda camera. At first I thought this was the band, BTS. Never mind. I'm not going to make that joke. But it's been 22 days since the Apes came home, and we wanted to give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes on one of the most popular features from the event. And this is the photo mode from the Koda camera. So again, loved taking pictures, inside of the Apes Come Home event. That was pretty awesome. I love to see all of the landscapes as well as the particle effects. I personally liked the explosions from the fireworks the most. So out of the Kodacam is born. So this enables the community to create and share experiences. That's core to Otherside, right? So expression of one's digital identity is ingrained into Otherside. And during our ApeFest playtest, we saw community members were eager to share images of their 3D avatar. Thus, the Koda camera was born. So again, they have a couple of screenshots here kind of showing off each part of the Kodacam and development. And above is the early UI UX flow for the Kodacam. We started this process without the phone style camera, but quickly realized we were losing a lot of the avatar's important traits. So again, free roam photos. Since Apes Come Home was a free roam event, we wanted a way to encourage exploration around the Bored Ape Yacht Club island. And again, this was the solution to doing so, right? And we reworked the notification systems from previous experiences and used them to form the basis for photo objectives. So again, they also kind of showed designing the Koda camera inspired by old Polaroid cameras. We were working with our partners at Bad Rhino. Ooh, nice, another new partner. And a small workshop of Kodas, we designed the Koda camera. And again, ancient Koda technology. And it kind of reminds me of the aesthetic from Disney's Atlantis. So I do overall like the aesthetic of the Koda tech. So that's pretty nice to see. I like to see all of the stuff, especially all the dev updates. So over 140,000 photos were taken during Apes Come Home with 32,000 photo badges collected by the community. And here are some of our favorite selfies. So again, kind of going through all of the selfies here in a GIF or GIF, however you want to say it. But we want to hear from you. Should we add the selfie sticks next time? Wrong answers only. Oh, selfie sticks for, bigger panoramic shots. Yeah, that would probably be pretty good. But outside of that, that's just my update for today. Just kind of going Apes Come Home, checking out the Heavy Metal EVO-2 update, as well as kind of going through the speculative scaling for the DPS values of the Kodamaras. But we'll have to see how that pairs out over time. Feel free to keep an eye on the catalysts because, you know, they're getting pretty low there. But oh yeah, also I wanted to say that the gas isn't so high right now. Sitting at like 18 GWay, and ETH is like $3,300 right now. So pretty good dip. Nice. I might pick up some gas money, but we'll have to see how much this dip goes before we do that. But outside of that, just doing my stuff, just chilling right now, playing a bunch of games. But, you know, that's all I got. I'll have all the links in the description. You guys know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. Always helps me create more content. But as always, we'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.